welcome everybody. Joe, looks like you fixed your stuff. Full disclosure, I almost forgot to hit the go live button again. So
hey, Wizard, Truth Boogs, Wizard Dumnies. I win today.
We got a bunch of, yeah, Croak's already doing Wizard Dance Magic. We got one from him.
Thanks, Croak.
Richard Snyder says, "What's up, guys?" Michael Costanza says, "Well, hello, boys." Harry says, "Wizard Tat Girth, Wizard. We got all kinds of good stuff." Prepper Book Club says, "What's up, Wizards?" That's another.
That's another one.
That's another one. So welcome to Thin Line Defense. Jason is out tonight. Unfortunately, he's got some stuff he's dealing with, so you just got stuck with me and Joe tonight. We got some cool stuff.
We just lost 10 viewers just now.
Yeah, they're all like, "We're out." Like this is
bye.
This is horrible. We're gonna actually do some scenario based stuff tonight. Just as a reminder, though. This live chat, again, for this month is sponsored by Primary Arms, so we'll be doing another Primary Arms giveaway for today's live chat. Joe, you want to think of a cool hashtag for today's giveaway? No? I can think so.
Yeah, Wizard Dance Magic. I don't care what it is as long as it has Wizard in it, because that worked amazingly last week.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, let's do Wizard again.
Yeah, let's just do that again.
Wizard. Yeah, because it's just
and you just said it twice, so that counts.
No, that counts. So let me share my screen so I can show everybody. So here's what we got. So to enter in today's Primary Arms sponsored live chat giveaway, we're gonna do hashtag Wizard. Again, big thanks to Primary Arms for sponsoring our live chat, and not only sponsoring the live chat, but for sponsoring the channel overall. We talked about this a bunch in the past, but they've been the main channel that kind of gave us our initial start into this whole thing by letting us see all kinds of cool gear.
If nobody knows, like I've shot Primary Arms way before I ever thought that I would ever do anything like this. I shared that story with my optic that I have on my 308 AR-10. So when we first started all this, we reached out to Primary Arms, and no joke, who was it? Well, their CEO, right?
No, it was Dimitri. It was Dimitri.
It was?
Yeah.
So no joke, we had like, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred subscriber at most, maybe 1,000. I don't know. We were very beginning of this. It was like within our first 5 live chats. And we asked, "Hey, you want to be a guest on our live chat?" And he absolutely, absolutely. Like, they've supported our channel since our channel was a baby. Literally.
Yeah. And literally. Some people don't love their optics, some people do, but I have to say, from just the support standpoint, we will always be Primary Arms supporters, because when we were nobody, they were like, "Yeah, we're willing to give you guys."
You don't have to just love their optics. They have like 25% off sale all the time, coupons.
Yeah.
Like, sign up for their email. You'll get 25% off. Like, they've been doing it like every weekend here recently, where they've been doing the flash 24-hour sales. It's ridiculous. But that's why we, as gun enthusiasts, when we started, before we ever had a YouTube, we were super excited about Primary Arms. We reached, we would buy stuff from them and blah, blah, blah. So right when we started our channel, we reached out to them, and we all said to each other, "They're not going to give us the time of day. We're too small, but we'll reach out now, and then we'll reach out when we're bigger." We were flabbergasted when they were like, "Yeah, absolutely. We'll be on your live chat." I mean, we don't get kickbacks from them or anything like that. But they're out there, and they help us out. And then Walsh did all the legwork, and he was like, "Hey, we want to start doing the giveaways. Will you sponsor us?" That's what Walsh means with sponsor. We're not sponsored. They're not sending us money. They're sending us free stuff to give to y'all.
Yeah.
Like, that's how that works. So huge thanks to Primary Arm. Go on their website. I buy slings from them. Like, everything that I have from Primary Arm, I purchased with my own money. They had a ridiculous sling sale a couple months back, and they've done it again. But I bought three sling for the price of one, just to try them all out and see which one I liked.
Yeah, and I have an absolute ton of their new 2022 optics that I haven't even shown off yet, which super sucks. But
yeah, so it's not just optics. They sell everything.
Yeah.
Go on Primary Arm. They have ridiculous sales.
Yeah. Cool. So do we want to talk? Let's do some fun scenario stuff. So we're gonna do like a little Mad Libs kind of.
I do want to say, my video, before we get into it, my video released, right?
It released. You want to talk
about it? Hey, just bear with me. I know that was short. I know that was to the point. I'm getting into airsoft. Bear with me. One video already made, and I have a second video in the works. Just bear with me. It's awesome.
I thought you had a
I'm
third
a
one
huge
you're working
fan
on
now.
too.
Yeah. One video already made and ready to debut.
Okay.
And then I'm working on the third. So there are 3 so far in the series.
And so I did the we'll just talk about it right now before we get, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to my video in a minute. Talk
about it now, so then we could talk about scenario for the rest of the night.
Okay, good idea. So on mine, I did the Holosun AEMS versus the Aimpoint T2. First off, that's kind of an unfair comparison. This is a $700 optic versus a $300-$400 optic, but I think it was important to show it because they weren't that different. And somebody actually mentioned in the comment that I should have done a number-based system because I think it would have shown that, like, okay, one's an 81, but bro, the other's a 79. Like, I think that would have been once they said that, I was like, that's probably a better idea, because otherwise, like, look how much better the T2 is. And like, well, just in this application, if Joe was like, all right, well, I'll do the same test, change the application to daytime, like, oh, the AMS wins. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, that's just the way it's gonna roll. It's better in daytime, where the T2 is better at nighttime. But we're talking about nighttime application.
But we've said it on here. Like, I have nothing. I loved my Aimpoint deployed. I loved it. That's my favorite optic. But here's the deal. We've said it a million times. Anything with a government contract, they're not going to change that because it's per military spec, right? Mil spec. It's per military specifications. Right when they change it, then they have to go through the whole gamut all over again. Like, the military said, these are our specifications. You have to build it to the specifications, and that's what they're going to keep. So we've said it a million times that anything with government contracts, great that they have government contracts. Anybody in the gun manufacturing world, that's all they want is government contracts. They make a buku lot of money on it. But all the companies, they can change and reinvent the wheel all they want, and it doesn't do anything but help them. If you have a government contract, it doesn't do anything but hurt you. So
yeah, and something I noticed too is, and most people may not realize, they're like, look how much more you get. It's more expensive because it's better. Like, well, not entirely. It's more expensive because they can't change their MSRP because that's what their contract price is. And if they drop their MSRP, then the government price they pay actually goes down. Similar to what we see in some of these people who are hunting government contracts, they're going to put asinine $550 price tags on stupid things, hoping the government wants to pay that, but they can't, like, charge you as a civilian $100 and then charge the government $500. So that's why you'll see some kit and some gear that's just, like, outlandishly priced because they're fishing for those contracts.
Yeah, and they don't really care about selling to the civilian because they're selling so many government contracts at that inflated rate that they don't care. And I'm not saying that if not due, they paved the way, right? That's like they paved the way. They made it, and then everybody else came along behind it and imitated it, right? So they paved the way. They did all the research. They did all the testing. They did all the craziness. That's like saying, oh, well, why is a Glock $500 and a 1911 that was designed in 1911 and still costs over $1,000? Like, I get it. I'm thankful to them, but they paved the way. But I'm look, dude. I used to buy into them too, right? Aimpoint or Trigicon because of how tough they are. But I did 2 videos beating these two. I mean, I was doing stupid stuff, dragging them behind a truck, putting them in a chucket and throwing them down a dirt road. Things that you never do to an optic, and they survived. They absolutely survived. I think I have the battery out of them, but they absolutely survived. And that just going to show you that even the cheap ones nowadays can hold up to the toughness back in the early 2000s.
Yeah. And it also comes, what you're saying, Joe, too, is who was the Aimpoint before Aimpoint? There was some other company who kind of just, like, fell on their laurels, didn't really innovate, and then Aimpoint came in and took a contract from somebody. Or, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm kind of just waiting to see who's going to be that next person to kind of step forward. Like the Trigicon, like the RMR, it's a great optic, but it's
just like the new rifle, right? Colt got the AR-15 rifle contract way back in the day, right? But now look how many companies have come behind them and made good rifles. You don't have to go buy a Colt to have that government contracted rifle.
Yep.
And that's what happened over a long period of time. And then eventually the military moves on from whatever contract that they had. So eventually the Trigicons and the Aimpoints, they'll be phased out for something else. And you see that now. Look at SIG. SIG's on the up and coming. So now I fully suspect that SIG prices are going to increase. And you can already see that in, what is it, the M18?
Good point.
So you got a SIG 320 that cost $500, and then you got a SIG M18 that has a safety that nobody wants. That the only difference, it has a safety that nobody wants.
They have to have it.
Right, but that safety makes the gun cost $400 more.
No, the contract does.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the same gun as a SIG 320, only with an external safety, and it's tan.
And it's funny because I saw someone talking about how like they didn't understand, like they were in like it was a post on Reddit. And they're talking about, I don't understand how we make all these trucks, but we paint them sand. Like it doesn't match anything here. I'm like, bro, the contracts are in the desert. They're not where you're at.
Yeah.
It's like they got to paint them to the color where the contracts are going to be.
Right.
But no, you make a good point though. Like now all of a sudden the M18 has an MSRP that is lucrative for a government contract, not necessarily like we as civilians.
Right. And I fully expect SIG to, because I mean, I'm telling you right now, so say you're a plumber, right? And you go around unclogging toilets. That's your specialty. You unclog toilets. And you're unclogging toilets for $50, and then somebody over here wants to pay you $500 to unclog the same toilet. What are you going to do? You as a viewer, what are you going to do? I'm definitely taking the $500 job, right? Now say there's so many $500 jobs that you can no longer do it for $50. Well, that's just better. So that's how Colt started. You know, Colt got big because government contracts. You got the 1911, you got the AR. You have a lot with Colt, right? I fully suspect that SIG is going to slowly increase their prices of their guns. Talk to me in a year from now, prove me wrong. But I think their guns, anything new, now they can't come out with they can't take their 320 and just put a $150 price tag on it because the gun community will throw a fit. But I think their next gun is going to be more expensive.
I think so. I think that's why some of these ones that are priced so ridiculously high, they're not so. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I'll get to it. They're not priced so high so that they're outpriced for civilians. They're priced that high because they think the military is going to want to buy them.
Right.
But let's go through some comments real quick. Good point, Joe. Richard Snyder says, Semper Gumby gents, Prepper Book Club, Primary Arms has deals all the time. And yeah, I watch for those myself. Croak says, Primary Arms has replaced Brownells as my go-to goodie store. Myself too, but sometimes Brownells has those good little codes.
Primary Arms for like full complete stuff. Brownells definitely for parts. Like Brownells is the bike bandit. If you're into motorcycle, you know what I'm talking about. The bike bandit of the gun parts.
Yeah,
Wizard them knees.
Here's from Liberty. He's saying Wizard. This is just a reminder that that if you want to enter today's Primary Arms giveaway, do #Wizard to be entered into today's giveaway. Croak did say the DMR HUD is the best BDC in the business. Is that the one you have? Yeah. So when I got introduced to Primary Arms, Joe just ranted and raved about this 308 optic. He's like, Walsh, I can do. So I was a turret adjustment guy and Joe was a holdover guy. And I was like, I don't understand the magic of this. And he kind of taught me holdover. And now I don't do anything with turret. If you told me I have to do 3 clicks, I'm like, I'm probably not going to do that. I'm just going to hold.
No, just go look at the third line and fire for effect.
Yeah, and so we're big holdover guys. So that DMR HUD kind of lended me initially into that idea of like, you can do everything. You just set your 0 and then you leave all your turrets and all yourself alone. So it kind of makes some of those like, oh, it's got really good turret clicks. I don't care. I'm going to set it one time. Even if they're super mushy, I'll be like, oh, that's annoying. But never deal with it again. So
yeah, I just want them to be stiff. So when I throw it in my rifle bag, it doesn't affect my 0.
Or they have those caps. Like if they have like you adjust them and then you put caps over them.
Perfect. Yeah. Don't care. Now I will say this because we're going to get some hate on that comment. We are not trained snipers. I am not trying to hit the ace of spades at 1,000 yards. That's not what we do. we aim for squishy bits, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of this is a perfect hit. Anything,
anything. Yeah, ringing steel at any distance of what our goal is. With that, we're holdover guys. If we were trying to fire at a card at 500 yards, then yes, we'd have to do it differently, but we're not.
Maybe windage. I think I would adjust. I don't think I would hold over windage. That's like I do now. I would probably just adjust windage. But I don't mind
and if you only get one shot, that's all you get.
You're right.
Sniper.
Like
if you're trying to add a headshot at 300 yards because somebody has a hostage, I mean, I get it. There's a huge. They're on a different level than we are. We just go out and we're just a bunch of hillbilly. Woo! Bing, got it! Yay!
Okay, Joe, we need to put that on patch. Joe, just a bunch of budget hillbillies. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. Yeah, just a bunch of budget. Don't rest of y'all don't type this either. I'll make a shirt of this later. It's gonna be funny. Okay, so I think most people are entering. Let's go through some stuff. Wolf said he's looking forward to some airsoft content. Seth Brook, you just put that down, but says some Wizard Tack Girth along with some Joe Jones. As a reminder, those of you who are playing at home, whenever we say Wizard, that's an opportunity for you to enjoy the beverage of choice, if it's water, coffee, or whatever you would like.
Either you need to get caffeinated, you need to get alcoholinated, or you need to get hydrated.
Either one.
You can write that down too. Get alcoholinated.
Alcoholinated?
Yep. That's a good one. There's some.
Okay, Zach did say some Wizard Tack Girth love.
Zach.
And Croak said it's called Airsoft, not Air Hard, no rush. But there's a ton of comments in here. Let's see the good ones. Your favorite libertarian says, I got the Primary Arms 5X SLX ACOG killer. Big fan. It'll be on my Triarch 13.9, which is actually shipped. He waited like 16 months for that, so that's fantastic news. 515 days late. Oh, that's more than 16 months. Yeah, anyway, you guys can do the math later. But it's UPS, so we'll see if it makes it to me or the delivery guy. Best of luck.
Yeah, probably not. UPS had a problem with anything firearm related.
Yeah. Best of luck to you. I hope so.
Hey, I'll say one more thing. Let me say one more thing about Primary Arms. One of the main things that I love about them and all of their reticle that are like fantastic, you really need to start Google searching Primary Arm reticles, especially if you're into distance shooting. But what I like about them, they put that reticle in all of their line. So it's not like you have to buy their $1,500 optic to get that reticle. They have it in the $300 all the way up to the $1,500. You're paying for glass and capabilities. So figure out your budget and where you want to fall into optic, and you can get the reticle that you need. I promise you can get it.
And I think it's this interesting give and take where it's like, Joe, would you rather have a really good reticle with crappy glass or have really good glass and a crappy reticle?
The first one.
Same. I would rather have mediocre to okay glass and a ridiculous reticle. I don't need.
Because I'm buying mine for the zombie apocalypse. And when I'm defending my zombie apocalypse, like my positive identification and turning around and seeing who's in my compound. And then if that, oh no, I have everybody. Send one. Like my positive ID behind me, not in front of me.
Well, my thing is, I've done so many, and maybe my vision sucks, but I've done so many glass quality tests that it's such an inconsequential difference between them. Someone's like, it's totally different. Like one of them's unusable. Like I've not had an unusable one.
I'll put it into dirt bikes. Like anybody into dirt bikes or dirt bike racing, right? The difference. So you could go to the dealership and buy a Yamaha YZ250F. Now the difference between that and the race Yamaha is maybe 5 pounds, right? I'm guessing here. It's 5 pounds, but it's also $100,000 difference. And that's where we're at with glass. Like every $100 gets you just slightly, the slightest bit of more clarity. So next thing you know, you're at $2,000 and you're like, well, yeah, I mean, it's not quite as blurry, but I just spent $2,000 on glass.
And my reticle sucks.
Yeah, and I have crosshairs.
Yeah.
And then somebody beside you with a $250 optic and just killing it. And I proved it with the Athlon. I proved it.
And now we took out the 1x6 GLX Griffin, and I'll be showing that later on this week. But we're just ringing targets. Hey, do 200, 400, 500, 600. Like, this is just a $500 optic, and we're just like wrecking things. And it's
Was that with 5.56?
Yeah, it was 77 grain though.
Yeah, eat that crow. Where is it at?
Listen,
where's your crow?
You were very right.
Well, you need to eat some of it.
That was on a 20-inch barrel too. I need to see what I can do.
Dude, take a 16-inch with a 55 grain, and I bet you can do the same thing.
We did it. So my buddy, I had an extra. He had the worst optics. He's gonna be mad that I'm gonna tell the story, but he had some really bad optics. I was like, you know what, man, I have this extra primary arms 1X. You're really getting excited about getting into firearms, but you don't have any good optics. So please use this. I mounted up, and he's like, all right, I'll give you two after. I was like, man, it's already mounted. Like, we ain't gonna wait take time zero and this, take it off. Like, you have to be stuck with it. So he understood that, we were helping him out. So he was super excited about this optic. So we're talking about a 1X prism with the ACSS on there. So we had like the chevron and the dots. Mm-hmm. And he was bringing, so this is where you're right. I probably owe you $1 for this, at least breakfast. I'll say I at least owe you breakfast for this. He was bringing steel out to 600 with just a 16-inch, 1X. He's like, I wonder how much holdover I need. And he's just like, boop. He's like, not much.
Yep, not much.
Like, not much.
1 or 2 lines.
Yeah. It was
now, if somebody wearing even probably, don't quote me on this. I know there's some keyboard warriors out there somewhere.
They come.
But even with like 3A body armor, I don't think you're going to do anything.
I don't think so.
I haven't been shot in the arm, right? I've talked to somebody that's been shot in the arm, and I can tell you what, their effectiveness have greatly decreased. So just even getting shot in plates, your effectiveness have decreased. So all that talk like, oh, well, what's it going to do that far?
Well,
make you cry, make you yell for a medic.
We're getting way behind in the comments, but this is something you talked about with me at the beginning, where you were like, where I was so focused on accuracy, and like you're like, well, don't stress about accuracy. Focus on being the first round out, not necessarily like wildly, but like also because if a round's coming out straight out the holster, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna dodge, which then is gonna mess you up as the other individual. Like it just causes a sequence of problems where it's like they're not gonna have time to do anything if you're already out the gate. So
you see that video down in California with the robber went into a liquor store with the AR, and the like 84-year-old shot him with a shotgun. Yeah, that's just some BBs in the arm. And look how it changed the battle space for that guy. Because the robber, of course, he doesn't care about gun laws, so he has an AR in California, which isn't allowed. It's not allowed.
Yeah.
So, and he shoots him with a shotgun, and the dude hightails it out.
Yeah. He could have returned fire, but he didn't. But he wasn't about to. He wasn't in a situation to do that.
When you get shot, returning fire hard.
So there is a whole ton of comments. So while Joe's drinking, I'm going to say hi. I'm saying hi to Caleb. Welcome. Croak says EOTech is in danger of pulling a Colt. That's funny. Angry Sarge says I'm here. Joe Jones says I am a plumber. That's funny. Okay, bunch of good comments. Oh, Angry Sarge, give us some wizard dance magic. Bunch of people entering into our primary arms giveaway. We have all kinds of stuff we can talk about. I'm skipping a lot of comments tonight. Oh, we can talk about one real quick. Walsh, LOL. Yes, sir. At 171 days from submission, my Sandman S did come in. And actually it's 274 days from purchase because everything transitioned from e-form to from paper to e-form. So yes, that's as long as it took me, and I see the numbers keep creeping up. So
now, speaking of that, I don't remember excuse me, I can't talk. Our original bet.
I'm gonna go with both. Let's go with both cans. It wasn't. It was one can, but I think both makes it more fun because
that's fair. Because now I'm getting a 2023 instead of 2023.
Yeah, and my second one will probably be October, November, which I think could be entertaining.
Yeah, that will be okay. So both cans versus a Camaro. and the bet is $1 with the somewhere in the serial number has to have 3, 6, and 9 in it.
Why does this keep coming up? Fine. Whatever. I don't know what this
I'm going to be getting like, can I get $10 cash back when I'm buying energy drinks? Can I make that all ones, please?
Not this one. Not this one.
Like, people are going to think I have an addiction with the strip club. That's what they're going to think.
I'm going to be like, hey, can I make change? Can I get ones? And I'm going to give them ones. Like, this one? No, not this one. We'll top that up with some Wizard Dance Magic, though, and some Wizard Truth Boobs. Oh,
and I'm going to shut up so you can get through comments.
Yeah, we're going to go through these. I think we're almost to the end. There's just one quick one I want to do before we're going to do some. No, there's a ton more. But we're going to do some scenarios. We're going to skip some of these. John Galt says BDC or MilDot. Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Okay, so Primary Arms makes two different types of reticles. They make the Raptor reticles and the Griffin reticles. The Raptor reticles are BDCs, which they're bullet drop compensators. So they're going to be fully
got it.
Distance matched.
Or MilDot. So can I answer that?
You can't.
It 100% depends on what gun you're shooting and what your mission set is. So if you're buying a 5.56 BDC and you only shoot like 55 grain, then you're fine, dude. And you're aiming for squishy parts, then buy the bullet drop compensator. But here's the problem. Okay, you start changing your grainage in the rifle. You start changing the barrel length in the rifle, and that bolt compensator is going to be completely thrown off. So if you're shooting with a different barrel than what it's designed for, if you're aiming for absolute accuracy, like trying to shoot that card, or if you're shooting caliber that wasn't really designed for, 100% MilDot, 100%.
So totally with Joe. If I'm going to shoot a 16-inch, 55 grain, I'm going to use a BDC. That's going to be super fast. I'm going to do any math. I'm going to do anything crazy. It's going to be close enough. Doesn't really matter my elevation. I may have to make a couple clicks here and there. It's going to be so close, it's probably going to be inconsequential. But like you said, caliber, barrel, grainage, once you start to change those, you want the MilDot. So that's why I like the Griffin so much. I can go out to a 20. I can change to 77 grain on a 5.56. And then I can just base things. I could just do, the dope off the milk card, like do a milk card, dope card, and then just put everything down what I'm at. And like, oh, okay, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm done. The BDC wouldn't let me do the same thing. Or I'd be like, okay, I have to remember I'm like my 300 yard is the second.
The actual 400 yard or 200 yard.
Or like, God, I have to remember this somewhere. And then I will never actually remember it when the time comes. So.
I'll give you an example. I bought the bullet drop compensator because I put it on an AR-10 with a 308 and a 20-inch barrel. That's what that bullet drop compensator was designed for. Now, if I would have built that out and did you can't fit 7mm, 6.5 Creedmoor or any of the other AR-10 calibers, if I would have done anything else but 308, I would have got MilDot.
See, and so. The only thing I'll tell you is there's the Apollo reticle from Primary Arms is actually a BDC for a 24-inch barrel and the Hornady ELD match 147 grain. So, but you have to do that exact barrel, that exact caliber, that exact grainage, and then you have a sweet setup. If you're going to do that, boom, you're done. Like that is an awesome setup. But otherwise, you could go MilDot and be like, I'm not going to worry about. I want to be able to put it on another rifle later. Like if I wanted an optic, I could move between rifles. MilDot also, because I can just switch it around and be like, I can just zero it. I know my stuff. So anyway,
that optic that I bought for the 308 that can only go on that gun.
Yeah,
I would never take that off and put it on a AK or an AR or anything else.
Richard Snyder did also say that he would buy our patch, just a bunch of budget hillbillies.
Yes.
we need this. Like
we need this,
and it's just just us looking like idiots. Okay, as always, there is an absolute butt ton breakfast. Clyde Lever said breakfast. Doesn't he still owe you boots? I do.
Dude, that's my favorite guy. That's my favorite
Croak
guy.
Does it too. Clan Lightfoot does it, and Croak does it too. So yeah.
Dude, you guys are so awesome. I love y'all.
Oh, here's one. Alpha Dad has TLD Code discussed the origin story of the channel. How'd y'all get together? We have actually talked about this a couple times. We kind of have a times. We have kind of a million times. We kind of got a cool game for tonight, so I'm gonna skip our origin story, but we'll do it again. But basically, Joe started making knives. So it actually started as a knife company, and then it exploded. And then Joe Cerakoted, and then he told me to record stuff on YouTube, and then
the end.
Like, yeah, the end. That's what happened. So if you want knives and Cerakote, I mean, technically.
But hey, do you know what? Tune in next week, and I'll make you a deal. Tune in next week, and we'll start off with that.
Ooh, good idea. Yeah. Oh, look, we got Mike from Tactical Considerations over here. So big thanks to a big hello to Mike. Welcome for coming. He does so much cool stuff on his channel. Not only that, he's been awesome supporting me. Like I've kind of come to him for a bunch of like basic YouTube stuff, like how do you do things, who do I talk to, and he's been awesome to just come and help me out with all kinds of cool stuff. So let's move on to our fun game though. BDC says static FUD loads. Listen, I still like BDCs. Mike's kind of a jerk too. Okay, we got a fun game. So we are going to let's remind everybody this real quick. We have our primary arms giveaway.
Yes.
If you didn't enter, do hashtag wizard to enter yourself in the primary arms giveaway. There's still 2 prizes, so you just have to pick one or 2. And then I've been throwing some extra bits in there, like some hats and some other fun stuff. So I'm sure I got some other swag. Yeah, we got some
Mrs.
stuff.
Walsh is tired of the clutter.
Oh, so. Listen, she has been loving the giveaways because it's like, hey, throw that. It's like, okay.
Hey, what's this box of random stuff? I don't know, but I'm dumping it in this giveaway box.
Like whoever the winner is this week, they got something. They got stuff like the stickers. The stickers that your favorite libertarian, like he was showing this cool scalar works. I was like, man, that one is cool. Like I never even saw. I just grabbed it.
And for our viewer, don't think that this isn't really cool swag. We're not that cool yet. Wells from getting us there, but at least it's something.
Yeah, you get free stuff. It's free.
Yeah, some stickers. It's like you went to SHOT Show and you didn't go to SHOT Show.
There you go.
Weird.
Speaking of, Joe's going this year. Okay, so let's play a game. We want to do another scenario-based gear loadout kind of thing, but we're going to add a little bit of Mad Libs into it. So might be more like whose line is it anyway? So what we'll do is we're going to take a couple different things. We'll talk about where we are. We'll just start there. So let's go in the comments and tell us where we are. We'll give everybody a little bit of time to kind of put some comments in there, and then we're kind of gonna build this scenario, but we're gonna do it randomly, and then we're gonna have to deduce how we're gonna complete our mission set.
So we need to know location.
No,
like specific, right? I mean, you don't have to be specific, like New York City. Yeah, but like city, what's going on? Okay, so location, what's going on, and what are ministries? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still in your thunder.
Get there. We gotta.
I pulled the wash.
Yeah, you're getting way ahead of us. Yes, so we're gonna build the whole thing. What? I don't even know what we're in. What's Chop Chaz?
What that is?
I don't know what that is. We're not that hip. You gotta remember, we're old people. Yeah, we're old. We're old. Like may look young on camera, but we're not.
I heard the new one, Cap. You heard that before?
I don't.
One of my coworkers like, do you know what Cap is? I'm like, no, I don't.
I don't want to admit.
It's like fake or something. I don't even know what it. I still don't know what it is. It's something Cap.
Yeah, give us whatever you want us to build some scenario off of, in terms of like gear and solving a mission. Otherwise, if you don't put something, we'll Tiger says, okay, Colorado. What part of Colorado? Urban?
Oh, we're in mountain or flats. That's all I need to know.
No, we'll do this
mountain, flats, or urban.
I like Zach. That's too easy. This is specific. This is what I want. Florida on the Gulf of Mexico. Perfect.
Okay.
Now.
Well, looky there. You finally have a reason to use your scuba gear.
Now all of a sudden I need plate carriers I can swim in. The first time ever. So next, tell us what happened. What's going on? What's the emergency? Is there civil unrest? Is there zombie apocalypse?
Am I defending my house?
An invading force?
Okay, so we're in Florida and the Gulf of Mexico.
It can be ridiculous.
I just watched Shark Week, and I know there's a lot of mako and great whites down there, so I'm a little scared.
Zachary, he's so hip. He goes, Cap means to lie.
To lie. Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
We don't. Listen, we're not going to survive. But we run into a bunch of 20-year-olds, but these people don't even speak English.
I don't even know what they're saying.
Okay, I like this one. Okay. So the two different ones. I'll let Joe. You pick between. Okay. You love games like this. One or two.
Number 2.
2.
Those.
Okay.
Yep.
You picked ravenous alligator people.
Ravenous alligator people.
Yeah. So okay.
Dude,
so
that actually works. That completely. I thought, honestly, well, they're going to be kind of boring because I'm going to go with my AR 9mm or my go-to battle AR-15.
Yet. You did.
I know, but this changes it. This changes it.
Listen, you almost got Sharknado.
I'm so glad I didn't pick Sharknado.
Okay, so we're in the Gulf. We're in the Gulf of Florida, dealing with ravenous alligator people. So now the last one is you got to give us a mission. So if our mission is to establish a base, if our mission is to go get food, go get resources, if it's to move in family and a family unit from one place to another
and I'm telling you right now, because it doesn't say city, I'm guessing we're not around buildings.
I would assume when I think like Gulf, like beachfront, maybe more rural and like
we're not around buildings.
Yeah, right. not really around buildings, not so much.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's our mission?
Hold on, there's a couple. I want to give you some options. I like how you can't read the comments. I like that.
Yeah, I can't.
That's my favorite part. So, okay, again, I'm gonna give you 2 options, 1 or 2.
Oh, only 2?
Yeah. Well, there's more than 2, but I'm giving you some really good ones.
Okay.
There's more. If you want to do 3, you can.
It don't matter. I'm gonna pick number 2 anyway. So go.
Number 2. Okay. So this is establish a control point with an overwatch. No, I picked Landing Stars last time. Can't pick him again. Sorry. We're gonna pick somebody else.
Damn it, that was a good one too. With an over, he's getting all into this.
You want to do that one? Is that one good?
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
I didn't know Angry Sarge when I picked number 2.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
What?
Okay. Establish a control point with an overwatch and defensive site.
Perfect, right. Because it's the same gun regardless.
Dude, hold on. How did we miss this one? Shopping trip with mother-in-law and have to get home.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I would have seen that faster because I would have just picked that one. Oh my god. We should make it to White Castle with Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh no.
Okay.
I've seen that go terribly bad.
I like this game already. This makes some fun scenarios. Okay, so we're in the Gulf of Florida, around the water and everything. We have ravenous alligator people, and you need to establish a control point with an overwatch and a defensive site. This is totally up your alley. I love this. Joe, go first with weapon platform.
Weapon is definitely my CZ because that's 21+1 capacity and 9mm.
For alligator?
That's my sidearm. Yeah. But because of the alligator people, I don't care if it's Overwatch or we're doing patrol. I don't care. It's a 308, bro. I'm not trusting my life to a 22.
I'm changing the rules of the game a little bit. It doesn't have to be what you own.
Okay, but I'm still going with my 308, bro.
Oh yeah.
AR-10 308 caliber with 25 round magazines.
Okay, what size?
That's what I'm packing.
Barrel? What size barrel? What length?
20 inch. Because we're trying to do the control point, so we're gonna have to assault. So I don't want anything crazy like 24 inch. But I do have to establish Overwatch too, and a 20 inch is definitely good out to 800 yards with a 308. So yeah,
that 20 would be kind of unruly inside. Maybe I would go. I'm with you. I would maybe go 16, but either way,
not for Overwatch.
True. I guess it would
not in a 308.
It'd be difficult for the other mission. Okay.
Yeah, maybe a 6.5, but not a 308.
Ooh, we'll play this game. What optics?
Shoot, this is where my ballistic optic won't work. I don't know how fast alligator people run.
Well, let's just assume they run.
My bullet drop compensator is built for the standard human.
Let's assume they run at the normal speed of humans, and
then my primary arms, dude. I'm set on that. Okay, like my primary arms.
Offset red dot, yes or no?
Oh yeah, we don't have to what we own, huh? No. Absolutely offset red dot. Sorry, you can't talk. Absolutely.
Top mounted offset red dot or side mounted?
No, side mounted. Top mounted, you have to get rid of your cheek well and everything else.
Yeah, it's tricky.
And because I get to play, I can get anything game. I want that freaking
ACSS.
no, that darn thing that you guys saw at SHOT Show.
The Rook.
Yeah, dude, that's what I want. I
that's-
still want one of those. I still want one of those in my life.
As a reminder, as we're playing this game, we're gonna do some more of these scenarios. Use #Wizard if you want to enter in our primary arms
Oh,
giveaway,
that counts.
and we'll do it at the top of the hour.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you some questions that are more pinpointed toward your expertise. Okay, what camo pattern are you using?
Ooh, now you guys are gonna. This is kind of a weird one, but I've really been hooked on the A-Tacs lately. Have you been into? Have you done anything with A-Tacs?
I don't even know what you're talking about. You're like speaking a different language.
I need to show some of it. I'm not super familiar, so I'll be honest with you. I'm not super familiar with Florida. As to like, because I don't go.
So think of beach, and then think of also there's obviously plant life on a beach, and normally it's green because it's on a beach.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the hardest camp. I would probably do like, what's that weird duck hunting camo pattern? I don't know. I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Multicam always works. I'm just not like the cam. You think I may be, but I'm definitely not a camo expert of like, this would be the perfect in this one. But let me see. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. A-Tac.
This is what you get when you ask Walsh a question,
You
by
do.
the way.
I hold you. Well, I'm trying to show it to you. It's kind of like, I don't know. I guess it's more jungly though. Maybe that wouldn't work.
Yeah,
I don't think maybe that wouldn't work. So anyway, I think we'll
you'd
struggle.
be the only ball of seaweed on the beach.
Like, how do I look like a log? I do like the A-Tacs though. Maybe there's two different ones. That's the IX and then there's the FG, but there's a couple different ones that are pretty good. I think they do a little bit better than Multicam does in some blending of colors.
Okay.
But
now, given the mission set, what plate carrier are you wearing?
now, because we mentioned we don't understand their speed, I'm probably
No, you said it's typical speed.
Okay.
Just like humans.
Okay, so do they have firearms?
Sure. Yes.
Yes.
Or else I'm not going to be in kit. That's an easy question.
Well, since we're rural, and moving along periods, I don't want to go the easy route.
We are establishing a control point and then providing overwatch.
I would probably say defense mechanisms, simply because our mission set has to change within those. So the fact that I need to possibly run one set and then adapt to another set means I would need to have a kit that can actually switch to something else.
Interesting.
Listen to this. Hold on for a second. Shadow Man gives us a $5 super chat because we're super busy talking. It just says check Discord, and it checks Discord, and I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on. Is it
alligator people?
No, it's the camo. Damn. It's the camo pattern. Oh, I'm gonna say, hold on. Yeah.
Again, on the camo pattern, I might go with that cool one that you've been into lately.
Dude, it's cool. Let me share this one because now I gotta give Shadow Man all the shout outs for this because he showed it to me.
Yeah. Thanks, Shadow Man.
Yeah. Here we go. This is not what I wanted to show. Hold on. That did not work.
Good thing you don't have a map and not something you really didn't want to
I know. Like, oh, don't show that. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Yeah, too
small. What I think it is a map of the United States and then a camo pattern to meet it all.
Is that
what it is?
Oh, there we go. Ooh, look, that wasn't too bad. What is that bottom right one? Multicam Tropic. Oh, my brain.
Yeah, that one. That's the one that I'm thinking you'd pick.
So I guess that would be kind of similar to what my.
Yeah, but that's off the beach. I mean, that's off the beach. So.
Yeah, truth. But then you see that A-Tacs FG right above it. That's that other one I really like.
It's so small, dude.
Yeah, it's so small.
Yeah. But see how the entire Midwest is multicam. that's why I love it so much, dude. I love multicam.
Just use this.
Yeah.
like there's like one random spot.
They go from Texas all the way up to the Dakotas, dude. Like all the way up. If you live east of the Rocky Mountains,
from Mexico,
but west of the Mississippi, Just
Yeah.
get some multicam.
What about Mexico side? Like, yeah, multicam.
Yeah.
Canada side? Yeah, multicam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
then play carrier choice for you. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's
we're
wrong.
going back into it.
Yeah, we could reset another snare if you want.
I'm gonna finally get my hands on your defense mechanism. That one that not Jason did the review of. I don't even know the name of it.
The defense mechanisms one.
Yeah, but the kind of low vis one.
Yeah. Well, he has a set up low vis.
Yeah, I'm stealing that from you because that's already what camo pattern is yours?
Multicam Tropic. It's kind of perfect. It's kind of perfect.
Yes, that's the one I'm stealing, dude. I'm like literally stealing that from you.
Okay.
No, honestly, either that or probably the K19, dude. Honestly, because we're going Overwatch, and I know you didn't want to go that route. You wouldn't pick the K19 for everything, but I don't even own one, and I'm kind of sold on it. Because we're providing Overwatch and I'm running a 308, I'm going to be carrying a lot more and 25 round magazines. I'm going to be carrying a lot more weight than I normally would. So I need something to keep it off my shoulder, keep me mobile.
My only
reason
K19. I would avoid the canteens because we mentioned water. That padding on the canteen, completely with you, probably would make it the most comfortable all the way through. But if that got wet, particularly seawater, I think I would have a problem.
That's all right. I'll take 5.
We wouldn't be the end of the world.
I'll take 5. It'd be like, hold on, alligator, wizard Demney, wizard dance magic.
Yeah, make sure to run some wizards in here because I think Joe's answers get better as he drinks more. Ironside Army did say you're all wrong. Multicam black is the way.
We did not say what time of day it was, so
yeah, it's true. It could be nighttime. So walk me through our mission set then, Joe, of how we would set up a control point and establish Overwatch. And really comes from this is really just a place, not me like asking to chump, try to stump you. This is just they're not ideologies that I know, so it's interesting to learn. If I'm going to learn, may as well let everybody else.
Yeah. So first we're going to have to get to whatever point, right? So we're going to have some sort of land nav, unless hopefully it's just on the beach and we could just follow the beach. Like we need to know north or south, Florida, right? So are we going north or south? I'm staying out of the water because, like I said, they have mako, great whites, and bull sharks, so you can't even go in the rivers.
And those are alligator people. You don't want to mess with them.
Right. And even even sharks don't mess with alligators, so they're serious. Anyway, so we're gonna have to use some type of land nav. Oh, thank you. Some type of land nav, some type of compass. You got to be able to read maps at that point, right? So we're gonna move to our location. That's gonna be very slow and methodical for just us two. I'm gonna take my time because if I die before I get there, then my mission failed. Once there, then we're gonna find high ground, right? We're gonna find high ground. Something that we can conceal ourselves in because the alligator people don't know that we're there yet. So something that our camo going to work, something that we can conceal ourselves in because we're providing Overwatch, and then hopefully you brought your radio because I still don't own one, where we can relay any Overwatch information back to not Jason, who's in a different location. Yeah.
We finished scenario, so we'll do another one. Clan Lightfoot said, Joe, we have flesh-eating bacteria at the moment, so stay out of the water. I am missing
another reason to stay out of the water.
I'm missing a bunch of
dude, no joke.
Comments.
No joke. So here's the true story about Florida. So we on my team, we had all the argument about what would you fight, right? And I would always say that I would fight an anaconda over a giant wolf. And I was in Florida, and somebody said, I just saw a huge snake. And I'm like, perfect. I thought it was a python. I'm going to catch a python, take a picture, and send it to the guy and be like, see, this is why I would fight a snake over a wolf. Now go catch me a wolf, and you'll win the argument.
Right, okay.
But we rolled up, and I didn't see it fully. I just kind of saw a quick glance of the head, and I'm like, ooh, that looked more diamond-shaped. I'm like, hey, don't get out of the car yet. Does it have like a thing at the tail that rattles? And the person out with like, oh, I can't see it. So I got out and did a wide circle. biggest rattlesnake I've ever seen in my life down in Florida. It was an Eastern Diamondback. Never seen one before. It was amazing that I saw one. It was so awesome.
Yeah, F that.
Yeah.
Like, listen to this. Oh, by the way, if you haven't entered into our primary arms giveaway, we'll do our giveaway at the top of the hour.
That counts.
Do it.
And I have one to make up.
Hashtag wizard if you want to be entered into that, and we'll let you pick between 1 or 2, and you get one of these prizes I got sit next to me, along with whatever random swag the wife wants to get rid of from next to me.
Yeah.
Clan Lightwood begins to say, high ground, it's Florida. High ground are the top steps at the post office.
Yeah, true. But there are trees, there are things that we can build or things that we could do. But that ain't very true. Getting high ground are hard.
So let's do another one. So again, let's kind of, I think these scenarios are good to kind of see where our minds are at and where we think. So, okay.
And I mean, it's fun. We're not putting any limitation on you. You got to come up with the scenario. But if you've always thought about, well, I live here and this would be hard or whatever, we're not saying we're the experts. We're saying we might give you an idea.
Kroger's the high ground is Space Mountain. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So give us another. So let's run another scenario. So give us another location. I'll mess with Joe and give him some choices. So if it's gonna try to make it as specific as possible, don't be like Eastern Indiana. I did like that, but like give us kind of more or less where we're at in terms of.
And give me give me different options. Like do colors or cars or calibers or whatever, and I'll just take off of that too.
Oh, okay. We'll see. I think it gives us some leeway to do this too.
Like if you're to say 9mm or 45, I'm going to be like 45.
I think it depends on the scenario though. Like if we're fighting like 8 million small rats, I'd be like, ooh, I probably want 9.
No, I mean like when you're telling me to choose between 1 or 2.
Oh.
Pick number 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
Instead of saying 1 or 2, say something else.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
Black or blue.
Croak said peek in the Discord for fun wizard patches.
Did you already design the?
Oh, wizard.
Yes.
No, wizard picture patches.
Wizard. I heard wizard.
There we go. Ooh, coming in from Caleb. I like this one. So, Shadowman, I see yours, but we kind of did a shore just a minute ago. This is a good mix. Flat farmland in the winter in the Midwest.
Okay.
Whatever we're doing, that's going to suck. Camo choice. Camo choice is going to be easy, though. Pretty easy.
What's your camo choice? If you say white, I'm going to come to the phone and punch you in the face.
I want that Relv one. I'm going to show you. There's like a Relv winter one.
So I don't know what camo pattern that I'm going to have, but I'm definitely going to have white, a lot of white in it, and a little bit of either brown or almost blackish.
What is this?
Because when I think of the Midwest, I think either like where I live, high desert, or like, you said farmland. He said farmland, didn't he?
Yeah, farmland, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe not so much white. There's going to be a lot of white and brown in my camo.
Check this out. I love this. Like if I really did a winter pattern, particularly in this area, I would do this Timberwolf.
Yeah, I like it, but there's too much green for the Midwest.
Agreed. There is a bit. You wouldn't see any of that green. It wouldn't be there. That's a little more north, particularly where we're at. You're gonna see. You're right. It's browns.
If that green went tans and browns, like that black and green went tans and browns, that'd be it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're getting ahead of ourselves in camo patterns. Okay. So then let us know. What is the emergency? Was there a natural disaster and is there societal collapse?
Farmland.
Well, I mean, we're already in farmland, so who cares? Is it like all services have been destroyed? We're not at mission set yet. I like that one though. So he said, mission set is a defensible position next to a gas truck to keep you and the people you team up with cars running with fuel from a truck.
Dude, that's actually a good one.
It's a pretty good one. So we're probably going to go with that. That'll be our mission. So DTF Nova, DF05 Nova. I haven't seen you very much either, so welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Can I have more than one gun?
Yeah, you can have more than one. Yeah,
perfect. I already know what I'm getting.
Okay. And the current problem is you have a near-peer adversary. No, well, Clan Lightsfoot did it before, but that's fine. I still like this one. The Chinese have invaded for grain.
Okay.
So we have human adversaries, near-peer adversaries, likely with technology and firearms equal to our own. likely to be using optics, technology, and radios and communication at a level we probably don't have. And then you're
I saw Mad Max. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the field trip.
And you're setting up a defensive position. I'm only going to add one more caveat to this. Who is with us? Think number of people, and are there like friends, trained individuals, trained, not trained? How many do we got? Because that kind of tells me we kind of have a group here. So I'm trying to figure out. I would base what I'm doing off my group and how many I have. If I have just me and Joe, that's one thing. If I have 9 morons, then that's another story.
Okay, so what weapons are you bringing?
That's kind of why I'm waiting to see the group. And
no,
they're
HUS4. They're HUS4.
The 4 TLD guys? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, what about this one? A 50-50 trained with 50-50 trained with not trained friends and family.
Yeah, like perfect. So us 4 with our families. The end.
Ooh, okay. I would probably I would go long range. And I say, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to maximize everybody's skill sets. Those people who can shoot long range or can use some of these BDCs or have shooting capability, I'm going to maximize them. So you, me, and some of the others will have some mid to long range rifles along with some other communication assets. Where
you can't just say long range rifle. What rifle are you going to have?
I'm going to bring a 20-inch 5.56, and I say that because 20-inch 5.56, I'm able to get as much ammo as I need to. As we can procure more ammo as we go.
We're dead.
Like we're finished.
Dead.
So, and what I wouldn't want to do, I wouldn't necessarily want to do 6.5. 6.5 would probably what most people say for a longer range setup, but I think finding ammo would be a significant problem after we get through the first set. So 5.56 still gives me some higher velocities to beat some body armor, maybe not all of it.
Yeah.
I would probably run an optic with the BDC to try and acquire targets faster. A 20-inch probably wouldn't be the smartest to do a BDC with, but I would put the easiest firearms with everyone else. So that means standard calibers, standard bullet grain weights, and then BDCs. So they don't have to do anything. Point, aim, shoot. Hey, that guy's at 300 yards. Point, aim, shoot. Make it simple for them. But I'd probably make all the non-trained people be able to pull Overwatch close, tighten it, and then let all the more trained people run further out. But I've never run this scenario in the real world, so I'm curious how you run it.
We're on farmland, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna try not to have anybody by the field truck. Number one, because when you start shooting from around the field truck, you're gonna get return fire, and that's never good with a field truck.
True.
And then I'm putting a mod deuce. I am putting a belt-fed 50 cal on top of the high-end position that we have. Hands down. And then I'm running a 240 Bravo.
I don't know. Wouldn't that give up your position pretty quickly, though?
Yeah, that's fine. You give up my position, they're going to have holes in them.
Well, you just got to get out of range of it, and then it'd be pretty easy to just take them out.
Get out of range? Yeah. We're permanently stationed at wherever we're at.
I'm just saying, like, what's the max range of the 240?
It's a 308. So 1,000 yards.
Okay, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good ways out. Okay, we're pretty good.
Yeah, but the 50 cal aren't gonna mow them down. I probably won't even fire around.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. 100%. So what would you? What kind of firearm setup would you give to like family and friends?
So my youngins and stuff like that, it would be a 5.56 or a handgun. Yeah. That's hard. It would depend. Like, I know that sucks for an answer. I don't want to give that answer. Let me think here. So definitely a shotgun. So I start thinking about easy gun to use, right? Definitely revolver for pistols.
You think so?
Definitely shotguns, yeah. Because, dude, with a malfunction, if you haven't trained in malfunction, so slap tap rack, if you haven't trained in that, semi-automatics can be deadly to the person yielding them. You get a malfunction or anything like that, hopefully my 50 cal has not let them inside the perimeter. I'm not going to count on my family to get people outside the perimeter. They're there to watch my back if anybody come in the perimeter. And A 357 Magnum will definitely do that. And hopefully, maybe onesie, twosie, and then they can reload the gun that they have. But shotguns and revolvers.
I do think it's funny.
They're just point and shoot, dude.
The things we never talk about is like comms. So I'd be like, Joe, okay, what? You know what? That doesn't matter. Your comms is whatever I have.
Yeah, I'm deaf by that point. I'm shooting a mod deuce, dude. I'm deaf. I'm not gonna hear you anyway.
Well, call him in. Call in what? What am I calling? What am I calling in?
Actually, I would get a helicopter with a minigun on it.
I like this game. What's funny is Angry Sarge.
But we should say not what any gun that you want. Let's keep it to what you can buy at a gun store.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I guess that's a good.
Yeah, without a NFA, without a tax stamp.
Yeah, without tax stamp. So something you can actually go to Cabela's and buy. Yeah, kind of think of it that way. Store bought. Yeah. I'm sure we could. And
because 240 going to be my answer all the time. I was 60 gunner, so 240 could be my answer all the time.
Yeah, so I think like it was interesting in these scenarios. Yeah, you could keep fleshing them forever and ever and ever. Like, okay, how are you going to do so and so? How are you going? And that's interesting. You guys can bring up some questions if we want to stay in the scenario, and bring up a couple of questions as to how we would do certain things. You can do that. I'm going to turn us over. We're at an hour past for the show, so I'm going to take a look at what we have in terms of entries. That's not it.
I do want to say my sidearm would change. It would change to a 45.
Oh, okay. Okay, so just giving a heads up, we have 28 entries to our Primary Arms giveaway. This is our chance to say thanks back to Primary Arms for supporting our channel since we were tiny, and always giving us an opportunity. They're giving us a chance to get back to you for us saying thanks to them, which is weird. But if you want to enter in, do #Wizard. There are only 28 of you that have entered.
You said it too.
And there are 38 currently watching. So if you're watching and you haven't typed in #Wizard and you want to win our Primary Arms goodies, you need to type in #Wizard in order to win.
Must be here to win.
You must be here to win. When we spin it, we're going to say, hey.
We're going to do it in what, like 15 minutes?
Yeah, because you have to pick two numbers. So hey, pick one or two. We're going to do it I'm going to do it in like 60 seconds. So
nice.
Yeah, we usually do it right at the hour. So what I'm trying to see, check this out. Joe, you can get a 240 Bravo at Sportsman Warehouse for $9,000.
But I did say no NFA.
Yeah. Oh my
God. Don't say you can get a single shot because that's not coming. Yeah. I'm not carrying around belt-fed weapon. That single
Claymore shot. Set up claymores and spider holes.
Yes, dude. I love the way that's going.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So we're down to 34, but just Wizard dance back. So 33 people watching. So those of you that are watching who just don't enjoy this, that's fine too. But if you want to be entered in to win our Primary Arms giveaway, I'm going to spin that we're going to spin it I got 40 seconds, so I'm going to spin it. So you got to there you go, Steven. You're getting in there just in time. You probably join the live chat right now, and you're going to win. Like, who are these guys? And they're like, I won. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have whoever our winner is. I have two things on the floor plus, whatever cool stuff we got over there. You'll pick one or two, and then I'll tell you what you won, and then I'll add some cool stuff into it.
Hey, I kind of want to ask our viewers something too.
Hold on,
let me ask a question while we wait.
Real quick. Derek Murphy says, how do we enter? You type, there you go, Derek. #Wizard. Type in #Wizard in order to enter. That's all you got to do.
That's all you have to do. Comment, #Wizard.
Yep. #Wizard. There you go.
Hey, I want to ask a question. So I have 1911 fever right now. I don't know why. Maybe because I got back into my 1911. But I have 1911 fever right now. So what do? I can either probably within the next 6 months buy a Springfield Armory 1911, which I really like. Probably will be a 9mm because I already have a 45. Just single stack 9mm 1911. Or do I wait? I don't even know how long. Maybe 1 year, 5 years. I don't know. And do I save like crazy for Staccato 2011? What do I do?
Ooh, I would say to save.
I know you would, but
I would say to save.
Dude.
Or we schmooze the hell out of somebody.
I saw Springfield Emissary. They had a stainless next to a Cerakoted black, like yin and yang on Instagram, and they look so beautiful, dude.
Damn. Okay. All right. So I've given everyone plenty of time to try and join our Primary Arms giveaway.
Yep.
We currently have 30 entries. Ooh, see?
How do they join again?
Hashtag wizard. If
Thank you. That counts.
Oh. You just tricked me. Okay. We got some good comments in this, but we're gonna do this. Here we go. Thanks for coming and best of luck. Let's see who our winner is gonna be. I like the wheel. The wheel makes it so much more fun.
It does, but this is a lot easier way.
I called it. Stephen Benfield, you did win. You're like the last guy to come in.
That's awesome.
Congratulations,
Good for
Stephen.
him.
Yeah.
All right, number 1 or 2.
Yeah, Stephen, I hope you're still here because otherwise you lost. So tell me 1 or 2, and I will tell you what you have won once you tell me. Choose number 6. This is the best. Choose number 69. That's not an option.
Yeah, I was about to say, that'd be so funny if you like number 3.
You pick 1. You pick 1 or 2. Ooh, 2. Okay, so Stephen, you are the winner of this Primary Arms optic. I've actually been. I almost stole this for myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. This little grip mat pad. So it's a place where you can do cleaning and things like that, and keep all your little parts and bits on. It's got like this little rubberized texture and some little other spots to put things. So what I need you to do though is you got to send us an email because you're kind of new to us. I'll give you the email, but you've won this. And if you haven't watched Raw, I'm gonna throw in some fun little swag that I have around here, hats and who knows what else. So you'll kind of be surprised on what all you get, but you'll definitely get this along with some goodies, stickers, and whatnot. What I need you to do is I need you to email us at thinlinedefenseco@gmail.com. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Let's go at gmail.com. And
just put in the subject winner.
Yeah, just put winner. Not Jason. He'll actually get that email from you or myself. We'll validate it's you. And then we'll send you all your stuff out. So congrats. Thanks for coming. He was like, I joined right at the last second and I won.
Right.
That guy said it's going to be too. Like this guy's going to end up winning it. All right. Congrats. Oh, by the way, they did all say to you, everyone's saying choose 69. They're all saying to save a bit more for the SIG 19 to get a SIG 1911. By the time you
SIG, that wasn't even on the list.
By the time you can afford the Staccato, it won't have any online clout as the new hotness comes out.
True. So I'm gonna take SIG as Springfield. So that tells me single stack Springfield.
Either way, but then you got 2 others. Monster Access to save, and your favorite libertarian says wait for Staccato. I love. Listen, people who I let shoot the Staccato, they usually go like, holy.
I know, dude. I shot one. I shot 2 of them actually.
You shot the good one. You've shot the good one. I shot the
$4,000 one.
Yeah, that one's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to do? Let me know if you guys want to expand on this scenario. Or if you guys want to do, we could probably do one more, and then we can talk about. Let's just do one.
Or bring up any other topic.
Or any other topic. If you have something else you want to talk about, it can be anything. I don't have it saved anywhere. Maybe I do. Not Jason did send me. Let me go through my photos. People are mad I didn't actually share this. The template, like the final production version of our nighttime patch.
Oh yeah.
You
the 100 patches that we bought, and there are only like 3 people that get one. Yeah. I don't know why we went with this patch first. I don't know why, but
I don't know either.
Do I get one if I make a helmet and I put all kind of lights on it where I can see in the dark?
100%.
Do I get one?
I will 100%.
Yes, dude. I'm making that.
You talked
this weekend. I'm making it.
I know Jason sent it to us. I'm just trying to find it so everybody can see it. It looked pretty cool.
I need to go get some duct tape and probably some batteries.
Thank God Facebook is down. Oh, damn it, it's still up. I was about to say I was like, the world has corrected itself. No, just kidding.
So the consensus was saved for Staccato.
I think so.
Right now.
Yeah. I'm trying to go. I gotta go backwards in our.
They're right. They're right. It's just that Emissary and some of the other Springfields look so good.
I think someone did mention that. How did I not say? I bet you it's saved on my phone. Oh no, there it is. I have it here. I gotta download this, or people they'll hunt for me on Facebook. I'm just kidding. Nobody would do that. How do I switch over to where you're at? Out of there. Sorry.
I don't know. You're the tech guy.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I did notice that you went live late.
I did.
Yeah. Nobody saw the countdown.
There we go. Can you see that?
It is.
There, it's kind of, I don't know what it looks
so
like.
if you have night vision, you get one of the patches, right? What's the criteria for this?
You're a member. So you are a member. You're either a YouTube member or Patreon member, either one. And you have night vision. So if you've spent your billions of dollars, you get a free $5 patch.
Now I get it. Now I get it.
No,
so you bought 100 of the for when we get 100,000 subscriber, and you send night vision to everybody. You can include a patch. Dude, makes sense. Makes perfect sense now. Why didn't you say that on your master plan?
I love Clan Nightfoot. Listen, Lightfoot, you have been like Johnny on the spot today. Sir Gawain for the win.
Yes.
That is awesome. Oh my goodness.
Hey, but honestly, no, everybody, we're trying to do all this stuff. We're idiots in our backyard, right? So we're trying to find a way to be able to sell a patch, and we're not dedicating our hours to mailing them out. Once we figure all that out, there'll be more. Yeah,
we got all kinds of cool patch ideas.
But in the meantime, if you want shirts or sticker and stuff like that, we do have that ability.
Yep, we can do that. The patches, if you even know of a good patch company, let us know. We're trying to just find the best people to go with that don't want we're running into it it's like $10 a patch.
Yeah, but even then we have to ship them to somebody, and then somebody has to track who's buying them, track funds, mail them out. It's just a nightmare.
It got to be like we're putting some like simple ones together. It was like $15 per patch. I was like, dude, that's not even worth it.
I wouldn't buy that.
I wouldn't buy it.
That's what we tell each other. It's like, I wouldn't buy a $15 patch.
No. So Mozrek says, any other topic? Because Boots for Joe? No way Walsh reads this out loud. Bastards. Oh, my goodness. Wolf did say that patch is the bomb, and you can't buy it. So that's going to be the cool thing about this patch is you can't buy it. You only get it from being a member and from having night vision. If you sell it, that's cool, but in reality, there's going to be like 4 of them that will exist in circulation. We got 100 of them, but I do got some other secret class ones. Secret class. I'm reading this. Good topic here. I don't have a good answer, but I'm interested. I think this is go back to your. I think Joe, you can use some of your actual real training for this question. I think it's a good one. DTF05 Nova. Another good question from him. So again, thanks for coming, and I hope you come here more often.
This dude's been on fire.
Yeah, he's been on fire today. He said, topic for later. In your opinion, what's the best training class you've done and why? I'll start. I haven't done a lot of classes. I need to. Probably the number one thing I need to do. I don't need any more gear. I don't need any more equipment. I need to go and start training and train probably for the next 2 years and do nothing but that. That's probably where I'm at in terms of my skill set. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty fast, but I don't have the techniques and the knowledge that the other guys have, particularly team sets and team knowledge. I don't have that. And that's the piece I'm really missing on that. I wouldn't be a value added asset. I could shoot super well, but I wouldn't be a team member. So I want to do some training with defense mechanisms, but I've never been yet, but I'm going to go and record it one day. Joe.
Okay. So mine are 2, and then I'll get into how you can do that. So the first best training I've ever received is simunitions. Ooh. So when we did simunition training,
explain what that is.
Okay, so a simunition, you use your actual firearm, you change out the barrel. It actually does have gunpowder in it, and it's like paintball, only with gunpowder. And the capsule is very small, and it has a plastic cage, and when it hits you, it really hurts, and it puts just a little bit of paint on you. But we played it like it was real, and that's the difference. Any training that you do, you have to do it like it's real. If you're just going out to play paintball for the fun of it, then go play paintball for the fun of it. But that's not how real stuff would work, right? You don't have 1,000 rounds in your gun and just shoot forever running around. So simunition would be number one. And like I said, I'll get into what you can do around your area in order to replicate that training. Number two would be what was called the Mystic Trainer. So they had actual dummies, right? They actually moved. The dummy moved. They had like their eyelids blinked, the whole 9 yards, and they had all different kinds of injuries. So we'd have to do all the stuff, all the physical stuff, going through the obstacle course with a litter with a 180-pound dummy on it as a team, going up and over wall, under barbed wire, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden we're given a scenario, Chow Hall got hit, and we run in, and the whole room completely smoked out, everything dark, loud music playing, strobe lights going off, and they're all the dummy laid around all over the ground, and they're like bleeding. Like I'm talking like missing limbs, and they're moving, right? So their limb moving around and just squirting blood everywhere. And you had to actually apply tourniquets. You had to look at pupils. You had to get out your flashlight. You had to call in a 9-line. You had to do all this stuff. And if you didn't get your tourniquet on, it would keep bleeding. And you had to actually crank that thing down and actually apply it like it should be applied. Because in a lot of training, you like slip the tourniquet on and you pull it and you're like, okay, tourniquet's on.
Don't do too much to break it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, you had to crank it in order to get this dummy that's still moving to stop. And then somebody had to go outside and call in a 9-line. So here's how it translates into normal everyday life. I'm just getting into airsoft. I know I'm a dork, whatever. Find yourself some airsoft buddies and find somewhere to play, whether that's at your local airsoft range, at a paintball range, or somewhere you're not going to get the cops called on you, and actually play like it's real. Not I'm going to sprint to the other side as fast as I can, and if I get hit, all I have to do is raise my hand and go back to the respawn point. What is a respawn point in real life? There is none, right?
Joe, what if there was hardcore airsoft where you had to quit playing when you got hit?
Right, not just quit playing, but you have to give that person medical aid now. Like,
true.
Damn it, Walsh, now I'm out of the fight because I'm putting my tourniquet on you.
Yeah, no, that's
like,
interesting.
Find somebody to play airsoft like it's real. If you get hit and you get hit in the arm, you're out of the fight, and so is the buddy next to you because they're rendering first aid to you. So find somebody for that. Then I would strongly advise you find some type of trauma training. I don't know what it is. I know that Sean from We Like Shooting in my area, if you live in Colorado Springs or anywhere in Colorado, reach out to Sean from We Like Shooting. He puts courses on. He uses like real meat. He uses blood and well, not real blood, but fake blood and tubes and stuff inside real meat. So you actually have to crank a tourniquet. The classes exist. Search them out. Search them out. And if you don't know, if you can't find anything in your area, then with your buddy or whatever, or practice putting on your tourniquet on you, and you should be able to put that tourniquet on to where it hurts like hell, and you're losing. I mean, you can test for oxygen in your finger and your toes, right? To where you're getting that actual training. Those are the two things: simunition, Mystic Trainer, and you can replicate it.
And the one class he's talking about for first aid, one simple one you can start with is Stop the Bleed. It's a great class to just get started with in the basics of that. We military, we got a lot of different training. We go way more into the weeds. I think some of that is not necessarily required because most of the time you get way too much information. You're never going to retain all that. Stop the Bleed puts it in a way you can actually keep it. You learn for 45 minutes to an hour, and it's actually like applicable. So I like it a lot better. You don't want to learn for 6 or 7 hours and then be like, okay, apply that. Like, man, you just dumped a day's worth of information on me. I don't remember any of it. Glenn Lightfoot, again, he's just like the MVP. Maybe we need like an MVP of the show. We got a couple of MVPs though. He said the problem with many classes, they are not civilian context based. Most civilians are not going to benefit from military tactic based classes. Absolutely. Which, but unfortunately you get to the point where I'm at, where you you've learned how to use firearms. A lot of stuff you can teach yourself. You do need some live fire, but you've learned all your techniques. You can do draws. You can do stuff. You can do cool stuff. But when it comes down to it, the lone wolf doesn't live. That's the longer you live is based on how big your team is. You know,
I agree and disagree to that comment, though. So I'll play devil advocate and disagree that in a scenario where you are having to move your family and save your life, you need to act like a military member. I'm not lying. You need to act like that. You have to have that mindset. You have to have them tactics. So if you go to those classes, I get it. You know, sitting through a class and then the instructor talking about more military stuff or law enforcement stuff, I get that. But those have been developed through hundreds of years to save your life. No matter, I mean, look at me. Look at Walsh. So Walsh is still military. I'm a civilian now, right? So I would say I kind of disagree with that comment, because once you're put into that stressful scenario, if you have the military-based training, you're going to be able to operate more effectively than somebody with civilian-based training. Now, if you want to take a civilian course, go to your local gun store, right? I'm sure they put on different safety and concealed carry and gun handling 101 classes and get your civilian-based training.
And Joe's bringing up a good point, like, because we talked about before. Let's say you got 4 buddies, and those 4 buddies you played airsoft with, and you guys really did some realistic training to the point where you can trust each other, understand how they move. Like, I understand Joe's mindset. When we come into a certain situation, I know what he's going to do, good or bad. And same with him, with me. He probably knows what I'm going to do, good or bad. And you need to have that kind of knowledge mindset. But also, we would need to be able to work as a team. And why would we reinvent the wheel? We're just going to go back to military tactics, because they've already been established. We don't have to like redo those. So, and
put yourself on the losing end of that. Do 3 versus 1 in Walsh's scenario where you have 4 people total. Do 2-on-2, but also do 3 versus 1 and rotate that one person.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. No, and these are all great things to do. But I'm with you. It is sometimes it's hard to, you want to do civilian-based stuff, and you may not have a team. You may not have the team you want. I get what he's saying. I do.
I get it too.
Yeah,
I get it too.
I could see both. So first off, I'm going to say we're at 1 hour and 22 minutes. So I'm going to say this has been an awesome show. If you guys have liked so far the actual, we kind of skipped a lot of comments. We didn't do a lot of comments this time. We did a little more fun stuff. But if you like this style, let us know. So one thing, Joe, I want to say this to you. One thing they were talking about on Discord while you were talking is that it would be cool for them to come up with some options for the game. Like basically they would build the scenario for us and then just dump the whole scenario on us without us knowing anything. Like, okay, hey, here's scenario 1. It's just like whatever it is. So I told them on Discord, I'm like, yeah, man, you guys build some scenarios and dump them on us. I'm good with it.
So here we go. Then do this. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't know how you're going to do that, but talk amongst yourselves. Get 5 scenarios together, and we'll pick a number.
Oh, and just run one back. Oh, give us number 3 or
whatever. Right, give us number 3. Post it on Discord, and you already have it typed out.
Yeah.
And I don't care how it ends. If there are 10 of you that want to get together and say, okay, all 10 of us, each of us come up with a scenario each, and then when we pick the number 7, the number 7 just post it on Discord, and Walsh reads it.
So I actually have this solved. So and I know Caleb was watching. So just do this. If we build a channel. Okay, build a channel that has all the different criteria they have to fill out. So anyone can do a submission. So it says like location, whatever the situation is, what you're trying to do, who's with you, but have all those categories. So then anybody can go and they can actually put in a scenario in one of our channels. And then when either we could pull, or he could just pull one at random. Like, I'm just going to pull one out of here, a scenario out at random. Put their names on it too, so we can say whose name it was, and we can kind of give them
credit.
Props. Yeah. Yep. So I'll talk to Caleb about it.
Now, I will say this: anything that we've said during the entire show, please remember that we're just idiots in our backyard. So
yeah, please.
That's
if you're coming to us for real life weapons and tactics, be like,
right. Everybody thinks that they're John Wick until the bullets start flying. I might only last 5 seconds in a real world scenario, so I don't know.
I don't want anyone. Never forget that I'm just an idiot in my backyard. Like, don't ever forget that. I don't forget it.
history has shown you could be the best person in the world at what you do, but just be unlucky. So there's always that too.
Or lucky.
We lose some of our best operator every year. I personally think because it's unlucky. I think our operator and our military are better trained than anybody in the world. So I think they're just unlucky. And rest in peace and God bless their souls. But we do lose people even though they're the best of the best. So keep that in mind.
And Caleb did say, tell you what, if you're on Discord, DM me your setup and I will choose a few people to help pick which ones we want to use for next week. Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
Hit up Caleb on Discord. We'll make it fun. What's funny is not Jason's going to come back and be like, what hell is
this? and what's going to be funny? And we're going to be like, all right, Jason, you're up first. Go ahead.
Yeah. And what is your setup? And so that'll be cool. So cool. All right. So we got about 5 minutes left. Let's talk about upcoming videos. So let's get that mixed up. Joe, upcoming videos?
It's only opposite. So if I want to point at you, I have to do this.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I do have, all right.
Ammo. Have you done any more of the ammo company?
No, that's going to be on my third video of the Airsoft, and I still need to get to the range to do that. Dude, I'm excited. So I have been messing with Airsoft. I have been keeping up with it a little bit. I need to do some more practice here soon. But holy cow, have I seen a difference. So,
I was about to say, yeah.
But I don't want to give too much because I haven't mentioned anything in it. It's all in the next video that I'm going to drop. So that video will be coming out. I reached out. I'll say this. This isn't a teaser. So I reached out to 1791 Gear because I'm looking for a holster for my 1911. And I reached out to 1791 Gear based off of Not Jason recommendation. Got a holster, and I did the whole gamut. So you got to heat it up. You got to form it. You got to do all that.
Yeah.
I need to finish editing that video, but that's coming out. And then what else do I have? I have something else I have to do also. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I have a lot. But
I'm just excited. I'm excited for the Airsoft because that's kind of like when I trained. It was so interesting because you guys had me train and you're watching my progression. And then 6 weeks go by and be like, dude, Walsh is the best. How did he become the best with pistols?
Dude, the best thing about Airsoft, you can, number one, do it in your backyard. Number two, inexpensive. And number three, you can do things that you can't do at a range. And even if you shoot in your own backyard, like you live on a 1,000,000 acre and you shoot in your own backyard, you can do things that you wouldn't do with a normal firearm because it's unsafe in a training scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave you with that. I won't give you too much. That's video number 2. Wait for it.
But you can also do safe things. Like, it's like, hey, this is like you can practice the safety of things. Like, hey, I don't want to do that because with a live firearm, that would be really dumb. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Perfect.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
So I'm going to give a little, is that all you got, Joe? Sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm going to give a little sneak peek for Jason. Not Jason's working on for next week. He'll probably talk about it next week. He's working on a little inside the waistband holster video. But I'm going to steal a little bit of his thunder and tell you that he has been talking to IWI. So we may see some really cool stuff. I think he's going to try and be showing off some firearms. We've actually, between me, Joe, and Jason, have been talking about kind of how we would, what criteria and tests we would kind of do for reviewing more firearms. We don't do a ton of firearms, interestingly.
Yeah.
And we never really just lean towards that. So I think we're going to. I think we're going to see more of that. YouTube doesn't generally love that, so we kind of went away from it. And there's so many other gun reviewers anyway. But I think it'd still be cool. Well, I think it just.
But if you're still in the chat, help us out. So we know what we look for in a gun review type of video. But if there's something that nobody done, or if there's something, the criteria that you want to see, like if you want magazine capacity or the feel of the weapon or how it shoots or any type of that, misfeeds or malfunctions, any type of the criteria that you would want to see in a firearm review video before you bought one, like what would make you say, oh yeah, that's a gun for me, or they completely missed this topic? Let us know.
JW Tubb says, I'll send you all my Zevs to try out so you know they're elite weapons. That is good. But JW likes the MRO optics, so I don't know. He's questionable in what he's doing. I don't know.
And by let us know in Discord, because this isn't the platform for that. Go to our Discord.
let us know. We'll put them in
If
there.
you haven't gotten that by now, ask somebody down in the comments. They'll help you get to our Discord. But put it in there, and not Jason's gonna see it. We're developing the criteria for, just like Woolston with the vests and the belts and everything, where there are these set criteria that we go through. We're developing that for firearm now. Now's the time to get your voice heard. Throw it in Discord.
Yeah, because if you get it added, it'll be on there probably forever. Like the fact that my wife wears every plate carrier, like you can't take that out now.
Right.
All right. So my upcoming video, we are also going to be reviewing more ammo. So we get to see some ammo. We get to test. We test a lot of different things. So we're going to try and share a little bit. So there's going to be some little like goofy, shorty ones of like, I mean, how do you really test ammo? But we may share our experience with certain stuff like, hey, if this is any good, if it's crap, we're going to share it with you or what our experiences are. And then for Sunday, I've kind of been hiding this in the background the entire video. This will be our video on the Relv thermal hide. So what this is a material that you can see through and you can put over your optics and still see through and shoot through and recon through. But you can't, thermal does not work. So this is a thermal mitigating device. So you can't actually see any thermal heat signature.
You gave up the beans, dude. You're terrible at this.
Well, they have to wait to watch it, so they don't know.
No, you should have been like, but does it actually do what it's supposed to do in high thermal? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know if it does. That's what.
There we go.
So yeah, it's the Relv. It's the Relv.
The claim is that it hides thermal.
We have no idea. We did this long video and still have no clue, but the video is done. So it is set for Sunday. The Relv thermal hide's awesome, but we're actually going to be digging into way more thermal hides. So I think you're going to be really impressed by some of the weird stuff we're digging into. So whereas like Jason's getting into normal stuff, I'm getting into like fringe weirdo stuff. So
right.
So thanks.
And I'm just sitting in my basement trying to save up for staccato. So
yeah, and oh god, Clan Lightfoot, you do get MVP of the day. He said ammo reviews would be fun. Gun reviews maybe not so much. It's already overdone and boring, and that's why we want to make it like. Sure. Hey, we're going to do certain, and we don't disagree with you. It just has to be done in a way that's entertaining and fun. And I think by doing certain categories, we could make it what we don't like, and we talk about this, we don't like when someone's like, it feels good in the hand. Bro, what does that mean? Oh, it's got less recoil. Relative to what? Like, yeah. I don't understand what you're saying. And like, you've talked for 8 minutes on a video, and I don't even know what you told me. So completely with you. If you want it to be good, help us make it good. Put in Discord what would be some good categories. But we are trying to show you some more ammo reviews too. But Joe, we're at hour 32 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up unless you have any last thoughts.
Nope.
All right, everybody. So thanks so much. Make sure to sound off in our Discord. Let Jason feel bad for not coming. No, just kidding. It's
right. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm not kidding. Let them feel wizard them, dance, magic, whatever.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. We really do appreciate all your support. I got more goodies for you for next week for our primary arms giveaway. Thanks for coming. It's just awesome to have so much support, and you guys make this super fun for us. So,
and you guys make the channel. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everyone. See you next Thursday.